Alright everyone, Monty HD here. We got a new custom car. Actually, this isn't new. A lot of these cars have been done for a while, but it's new for the channel, so. This is the Jimmie Johnson 2015 Lowe's car. I did this after, a few weeks after we won Kansas. I just saw the car and I was like, that's pretty cool. And there's really not much detail to do for a race version or a race win version like I do for some of them. So, it's a pretty basic car. I just thought I'd throw it on here in a video fashion like this. So, the body work was pretty interesting. It wasn't really hard. We're gonna go ahead and switch you can get a better look at it. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. It has some weird stuff going on, like all this right here. This is just, I didn't really like doing all this stuff. It was just really confusing. Of course, the contingencies and whatnot, the lows, like custom text, custom lows and stuff like that. So it wasn't really a tough car. If you have the logos, I think the harder part of this car is making, the 48, the lows. If you actually make the 48 in the lows, because most people will not do that. So definitely a hard part for sure. But I mean, once you have all, I've had them all for a while. I've done a few Jimmie Johnson cars on this game. Start putting them up more, I guess. And I guess we'll go ahead and jump into some brushes that I think I have. If I still have any of them, I'm not sure if I got rid of them or not. Because I have a lot of brushes, obviously. So I'm going to wait for it to load up here. Looks like they're not going to be on this page. Might be on page 3. I don't know anymore, so there we go. This is all of them. Start with the 48. Yeah, obviously it's color blocked right now, but I mean it wasn't the hardest thing to make. The 4 was pretty easy. The 8 was a little tricky. Definitely more tricky than the 4. Yeah, a lot of half circles and stuff on the edges to kind of get that Jimmie Johnson 48 kind of look. The 4 is pretty much a walk in the park, but the 8's just, it's like one really easy number and one wicked tough number. And if you guys want like a tutorial on how to do that, let me know. Or a tutorial on any of these, really. I wouldn't have a problem with doing it. Go back to the Lowe's text and show you that. This one is definitely not too hard to make. The S is a little tricky, but besides that, it's really no big deal. Obviously, what I use for the S is just, I used a lot of half circles. It's an edited, if you go to text 3 and use the text 3S, I just edited the crap out of the text 3S. The rest is just pretty self-explanatory. Squares, rounded circles, squares with weird things in the bottom that I cut off the edges for some reason. And then the E is pretty easy. I wouldn't give this text like, the hardest difficulty ever as a rating. It's just something you gotta put a little bit of time into. So, that's the car. Thank you guys for watching the video, and stay tuned for more custom cars I've done. And have a good one.